G'day everyone, how's it going? Just doing an update for John Moore's Operation Torch group build and some progress on my Airfix half track and Spitfire. So the Spit, I had to move a few things around on again and re-glue because they just didn't go together very well at all. To the point where let's turn this other light on here. I had to move things around. The fit got really, it's going to take too much to do, so I've moved things around, improved the fit a bit more, so I'm not going to have to do so much sanding, re-glued everything. So that's the progress on the Spit, which has been pretty slow. One thing to watch with this kit, if you have decided to build it, or you might have built it, you might have had the same trouble as me, or have I just done something wrong? I'm not too sure. So that's the Spit. So while we wait for the Spit to dry, I've been doing some work on my old Airfix half track. The basket on the back, I made a new one out of stretch sprue, fine stretch sprue. I built the other basket I have seen on a reference photograph. I've added a little bit of distress to it as well, so it I don't know whether you can see it or not properly, but I don't know whether I can get this camera to focus. I don't think I can. So it's improved the kit a fair bit. So I've got to that stage on it. That was the old back, the thickness of the back cage, and that's the new one. So it looks a lot more in scale and didn't come up too bad. Started work on the rest of the chassis and wheels. Looks like a porcupine, but they're all cleaned up and ready to paint. I added some detail to this front drive. It never had any sort of, wasn't quite wide enough, it wasn't quite deep enough, and I put some an extended ring around the outside and some of these little sort of like strengthening cleats that I've seen in the photos. And I've also got the wheels, so I have the wheels posed on a bit of an angle. I've got the photograph that I'm working on this with. As for crew, on the flat gun I started filling in some injector pin marks. I've got the gun cradle built. I've got this all cleaned up, the barrel. I've got to do a few more things to it as well. As for crew and stowage, I'm having a real struggle finding anything. I went into my local hobby shop and they had some of these little railroad accessories. These are sort of were made by a local guy in Tasmania, and he's passed away, and this was some of the old stock that they had in there, so I'm going to try to use some of this if I can. These were supposed to be just an assortment of bits and pieces, and they're cast out, they're made out of this hydro plaster or hydro resin or something, and I can't even get it open. But there's sort of like a few drums and containers and a few barrels, so I was going to sort of stack a couple of things in the back here. Something that sort of looks like it's a bit broken, but I think they'll clean up alright. Some little suitcases, some little bags and boxes, and so it looks like a garbage can, but some of it I can use, and so sort of what I wanted to do was stack a few things up in the back of this. It looks a bit big, but, and then and add some other bits and pieces to it. Hopefully try to find some 1/72 scale jerry cans somewhere. Sort of want to have it so it's got like half a tarp sort of drooped over it, or camo net, so I can get away with not using a real lot of stowage, but the drums are pretty important. So that's the effect I wanted to get with that. But I've got to put some jerry cans in it. I did buy, where did I put them? I did buy 2 sets of things. The other thing I was having trouble with was figures. I ended up getting some of these. Now my local hobby shop had some Revell figures. This is the other thing I bought. These are called stacks of sacks. So I could probably use something like that. I was going to use these for sort of sandbaggies, that's right. Some sort of sandbag stacking on the Dorama base. The reason why I got these, the Revell ones I looked at were the old Matchbox ones, of course. But these are in the typical really soft Airfix rubber sort of vinyl moulding. So I've only had bad experiences with this painting before, but I'm going to try something. I'm going to coat them in like an etch primer or dip them off into floor polish, so hopefully that might clean them all down nice first in some hot soapy water with a bit of vinegar or something in it to take the moulding agent off. And then dip them into like a primer so the paint will stick, and then sort of paint them up. But the guy I want to use is one of the guys I'll use is this guy on the shovel. I don't know whether you can see him or not, but there's a guy, that one there on the shovel. Most of these guys are in action, but there's another guy there carrying a rifle and ammo case. We'll use him. The guy that looks like he's surrendering, this guy here, I will try to make him put up so he's doing some sort of work if I can. I've got 3 of those surrendering, 3 on the shovels, a couple running, and then I thought there was, that might have been in the Revell set, a guy holding like a captain in a peak cap holding a pair of binoculars. So obviously that might have been in the Revell set, so that might be one I might have to go back and get. So I've got a few figures now that I can work with. I could probably even try to modify these figures. I don't know how they will cut and bend and all that sort of stuff. So some of these I will try to modify. I've never sort of done that before. So some of these guys here, I might be able to carefully cut their arms and pose them into different, turn their heads. Try a few different things for the Dorama base. But they're the old Airfix from the 70s, 1/72 scale kits. So that's as far as I've got with this one, John, and to all my other subscribers. It's a couple of guys at the club said, why have I gone so much work? And I just wanted to do it because sort of improve my skills a little bit as well. So I'm hoping I get a good result out of it. I think it's got a lot better than what it was out of the box. So I think the pose wheels on the front, once I posed the wheels, even though the picture that I've got of it, the wheels are straight where it's backed into a hole. I think once I posed the front wheels, it'll just give it a little bit different sort of dimension as well. It won't just look like a plain Jane kit, but at least I've got the wheels posed. Hopefully it'll look alright. So that's it. Haven't seen too many other updates. There's a couple of months to go, guys. So any of my subscribers that want to join John's group build, give it a go. And I think he said anything now that's served in North Africa is okay on his last group build. John put up his final review of his 25 to 135 scale Tamiya 25 pounder and limber, which looks awesome. Gave me some good work, John. It looks really good. It sort of gave me an idea of how to sort of do the groundwork in mine. Sort of the colour of the soil and sort of that. I found some photos and stuff, but I couldn't find anything that I thought was quite, I didn't know it was in black and white, so it's hard to sort of tell when I do that. I didn't sort of thought, how am I going to do that, but I sort of know what John's done with his kit. I did find have an old Matchbox kit, a table and 2 jerry cans out of a second-hand junker I picked up off a tip shop. Little map on the table there, so I will try to clean these up, pull it apart and clean it up and put it back together and utilise some of that as well. But I think this is 176 Matchbox, so it might be a bit big for the figures. I'm not too sure, so it looks about right. It'll do. And with the road wheels, what I was trying to do with the painting on this is I'm going to go for a vehicle that was originally painted German grey. So I'm going to, once I get the exhaust system built, which I haven't done yet either, I'm going to go German grey in the chassis and around this area, and then overspray, and then the back half of the wheels I will paint German grey, and then I was thinking then paint it the dark yellow, and I'll leave one wheel exposed in the German grey as I said before, and one wheel in the red oxide so it looks like a spare, and I might do one of the front rims in German grey as well to just break up the overall desert yellow sand colour. I've still got to work out how to weather it. I got some. My wife went down and got me some of this stuff, decorative sand. I know it's pretty coarse, but I can use it for some finer, some sort of heavier rock in some areas. I got this whole tub for $3. It's in silver, but it'll paint, and it's they use it for, just undo a bit here. So they sort of use it in, for hobby building, like crafting and stuff. It's still, it's fine, but it's sort of over scale for 1/76, but it'd be alright for some scattered stone. I think it'll paint up alright, but for $3 for a big bag of it. And I also noticed, John, that you bought that El Cheapo oil paint set, and I've got the same thing and I've been using them for ages. I'll try to find what I said here somewhere. Mine were, I've got a set of acrylics and a set of enamels. Don't only one to come out of drawing paint. And now these are oil colours. Just make sure you're careful too, John, because they will leak a bit. These were $2 Australian. From like not the reject shop we got here, but Shiploads. I think it is a reject I got them from. So I've used them before, John. The only thing I found with them is that the pigments are quite, it's not as fine as Winsor and Newton, but I think on 1/35 scale they'll work quite well. I did years ago build a tank. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in the display case. Bear with me, guys. I built this, blimey, years ago. It's the real old tool, Tamiya Panzer IV, and I used those oils on this, so they did work, but it was sort of built out of the box. I know Steve Mottram was building this kit. I made my own mud guards out of sheet and springs for the mud guards, and the SWAS sticker flag, air recognition flag for it. It was a nice old kit, but I see you just don't have jerry can sitting there. It's got no strap over the jerry can or anything like that, but that was just sprayed using Tamiya dark grey, and just put some washes over this, sort of no modulation or anything. It's got a little bit of dust on it now. That's about the only armour kit I've ever built. I tried the chipping on the inside and stuff, but it was nice to build. It went together like old, even though it's an old Tamiya kit. It had nice detail and everything, and went together all right. Yeah, so that's about where I'm up to on everything. So hopefully the next update video I'll have some more done with the spit, and I will have some more done with the half track. I was going to try to get a bit of painting done to the half track tonight, but I think I'll run out of time by the time I make a few things up for the chassis. And a couple other bits and pieces. Bit disappointed I can't find any stowage. One thing I did find though, and I don't know whether this is going to work, crap laying everywhere from this group build. Been going through boxes looking for stuff. I'll tell you what I found. I found an old Airfix quad gun tractor and 25 poundage on. There you go. Anyway, I picked this up at the flea market with no instructions for $1. It looks like it's all there. I'm hoping there might be a jerry can in there or something, but I don't think there is. That'll be something different to build later. But I think I've gone a little bit too far with the half tracks, because it's getting a bit hard on the eyes. The eyes aren't getting any younger. But what I did find, and I'm going to try for a camouflage net, is I've got some of this gauze bandage, and it looks quite thick there, but if you pull it apart, and I think it'd be perfect for 1/35 scale, it might be alright for 1/72 scale if I try to stretch it out, just so it doesn't look too chunky. But you gotta be careful when you pull it apart, because it wants to sort of like three. It's sort of like it's layered. But I thought if I can try to utilise this as some camo netting for over the top of the half track in the door so I'm going to try to do that as well. Soak it in some white glue, or try to soak it in some water with some paint, acrylic paint to sort of stained up a little bit. And I also have got some new colours, which this bugger's leaked from the shop. But it's alright. I've got some life colour paints, because my local Hobby stores selling going out. So I've got some Grelb brown, yellow brown. Grelb brown. Is that yellow brown? And I've got some sand grey. So I'll use them on my half track. Oh, I've got some Tamiya yellow, dark yellow, which I'll do with John recommendation as well. So that's it, guys. By the way, those honeycomb chocolates are nice, John. So yeah, that's all I've got to report. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Until then, be safe, model hard, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to comment. All comments are welcome. So hopefully the next video here we'll get some more progress work done on the half track. Have it in the painted stage anyway, and some more on the flat gun, because I'm actually going to have a bit of trouble with that one. And no worries, guys. I won't bore you anymore. See ya.